Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Draft Dudes. They can't hear you. Welcome back to the Draft Dudes podcast. And episode 2. We are back stronger than ever, better than ever, and we got more news for you than ever. So, without further ado, let's get to the boys. Let's travel over here and boys, say hello.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
What's up, everybody? How we doing today?
You're
Good, man.
man.
Good.
That's good.
We apologize for the.
There is a great day, man.
We apologize for the technical difficulties from yesterday. We couldn't go live yesterday due to some issues on our end. So we apologize for that. But starting from now on, we will be more consistent to be on Tuesdays.
Yes, we will. We got some news. Stuff has been happening. Stuff has been definitely been going on in the sports.
A lot.
Yeah, but that's what we're here for. We're here to bring news to you guys, see your thoughts, bring the opinions and stuff to everybody, and let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can brainstorm. Let's see what we can figure out, and most importantly, see if we can do anything. So, without further ado, let's go to our news today. We have some stuff for you guys. The first thing would be our NCAA 5-5 rule. Do you guys know anything about that? I don't know anything about that. So
I can give a brief rundown. So kind of ever since COVID started, the eligibility of players has been in contention because anyone who played that COVID season got an extra year of eligibility, no cost. So what ended up happening is you ended up seeing a lot of 7th-year players, 8th-year players, like Pleadville kept getting more and more years. So the NCAA worked to create a rule that basically said everyone gets 5 years, either from when they start college or from when they turn 19, and you get 5 years. So there's no more red shirts. It's just you have 5 years to play in college, and that's across all sports. So
yeah,
and like 5 years.
I mean, I think
5 years is the deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have 5 years to put some good tape on and try to get eligible for the draft and all that stuff. Or not eligible, but stand out in the draft. I think that's great because you got like guys that are 25, 26 playing guys that are 19, 20. And to me, those like 5 or 6 years really make a difference in terms of how you play and your play strength and your speed. Because honestly, I feel like for guys that's when you peak in a way.
Yeah.
I actually think the biggest repercussion of this rule is that there's no more redshirt year. Because before, what you ended up having happen was you had a lot of 17-year-olds, come in as a freshman, and then they would basically not play their first year, and then they would do their normal 4 years. But now you're immediately using one of the 5 years. So I'm interested to see how coaches could deal with that. Do we start seeing a lot more, 19-year-old freshmen come in? So because it's either your first year of college or when you turn 19. So someone like Bryce Underwood, he was 17 right before he came in. Do we see him wait a year? Do we see more kids wait a year till they're 19 so they get the full 5 years? So I think that roster dynamic will be very interesting to see.
Do you guys?
But overall, I do think it's a good rule.
Do you guys think it will nerf a couple teams now? Do you think other teams won't? I hear a lot of people say IU had this thing where half of their roster was over the age of 21. So do you think that will kind of nerf a couple teams now a little bit?
No, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't say like it would nerf them. I would just say it's more of a thing where it it'll definitely make the transfer portal more crucial, for sure, because there's going to be kids that are like behind certain guys in the depth chart, and they might want to transfer because like you only have 5 years to really put out good tape.
Yeah.
And some guys need further time to develop. So the transfer portal is going to be more crucial for the players. Keeping guys on your roster is going to be harder. It's going to be just more difficult, and I think it'll make it to be more entertaining as like the years progress. And in my opinion, I think it also might have something to do with just it could in terms create more of a dynasty, create more dynasties in the college football world. So I think it's honestly a good thing.
Yeah, I think it makes it easier on coaches to manage their rosters because I do know Indiana did have a couple players who had to get like a waiver from the NCAA to get that extra year. So you won't have those issues anymore. You won't and also I think it will make high school recruiting a bit more important because now you're not, especially, I know this is a football focused podcast, but like especially in a sport like college basketball, like when the rosters are smaller, like but in terms
Yeah.
of football, because the rosters were so big, it didn't really affect it as much. But I do think we'll start seeing some coaches look more towards high school recruiting a bit more because you're not seeing any more like 6-year players, 7th-year players like we have for the past like 5 years.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can see that.
I agree.
All right. Well, let's just go. No, that's a good top of that conversation. I mean, I'm excited to see how it shapes the football world or the college football world now. Like that's obviously a huge change for. You got to think about all those people who did get affected by. I mean, I guess I don't know. Do you guys think those players who were affected by the quarantine and stuff like that are they all out of the? Are they all out of the the college football world right now, or are they all kind of still in there?
I'm pretty sure like the last stragglers, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're out now. Like I think they're done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I think it was like wrapping up this.
But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Oh.
But and just in my opinion, we if they approved this rule, a season earlier, we wouldn't get another year of Trinidad Chambliss. So I think that's a good thing.
That's true. Yeah. So next thing we have for us today is the college football 27 player ratings.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me pull this up.
By the way, Jackson, do you ever get to play the game early?
Playing it tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like didn't we already touch on this?
Yeah, but they released like everything now. They only released like the top 100 players before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a few weaknesses with a couple Michigan players.
We're not. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what I'm seeing, the highest rated player is Jeremiah Smith with a 99 overall.
Yeah, I believe that's the first 99 overall, at least since the game came back. Like,
yeah. So that's something to take note of, which honestly, he's like the best prospect to me in the draft class right now. So that's definitely something to take note of.
yeah.
I'm looking at the game, yeah.
Also, I feel like I kind of like I was a little inaccurate in my initial breakdown of him. I said he didn't have like the top end speed. I completely I misinterpreted. I missed. I just didn't explain what I meant well. But he does have great speed. Don't let me deny that he has good speed. So that's just something to take note of. And then the next highest overall player, the two highest, second highest overall players. The first one is a Hoosier by the name of Carter Smith. He plays left tackle for the Indiana Hoosiers. He's a 97 overall. Any reactions to that?
I'm a little surprised by that. He definitely should be a very highly rated player. I would, if you had told me he was the second highest rated player, I'm a little surprised. But
I was say, ain't no more better players than Carter Smith.
Well, okay. Well, let's be real. Let's be real. There's other talented prospects, but I think he was definitely like one of the most consistent players.
Yeah, let me look at the Indiana roster real quick. You have Carter Smith, Tyreek Tucker, Drew Evans, Jamari Sharp, Elijah Hardy, Charlie Becker's in 89.
89?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. He didn't really start popping off till like the later end of the season.
Yes.
What's Nick Marsh? Nick Marsh is in 88.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was the running back? Who was the running back
then,
from University of Michigan or Miami?
Mark Fletcher.
Miami? Mark
Yeah.
Fletcher.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
he's like a 93.
He is a hold on. He's a 93. Yep, 93.
I do have one. Well, there's a couple players on Michigan, and I may be biased, but I do think Jordan Marshall is underrated in this game.
I'm just happy with the first pick.
Why is that?
What's up?
Why are you specifically happy with the first player?
No, I think he's a great player. I think my favorite thing about Jeremiah Smith is how he used his body to catch the ball a little bit. So I don't know. That's my favorite.
He doesn't use. He mainly uses his hands to catch the ball.
I know, but how would you guys say Jeremiah Smith is a very physical player?
Yes, he's a physical wide receiver, and he has a good use of his hands.
I like the way he plays. I don't know. He looks a little. I guess this is kind of the whole point of Draft Dudes and why we do what we do. But do you guys? What would you say his trajectory in the NFL? Like, I want you to say.
Like a player?
5 years into the NFL, do you think he would be a Justin Jefferson?
I mean, that's the level of prospect he is. Then
I don't think. Okay, in terms of play level, no. In terms of play level, no. In my opinion, his ability to get physical with receivers and his ability to outrun corners, or not to out physical other corners and outrun corners. I think he's up there with being like a Julio Jones type of player. Like potential wise, I think he could be like a Julio Jones or like a who would that be now?
Who would Julio Jones be now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying like who would or like an AJ Brown, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but I think if you're talking about in terms of caliber of player than Justin Jefferson, he should be ideally if he lives up to his prospect, he should be bare minimum a top 5 wide receiver.
Well, that's it.
Okay. One thing I do have to disagree with is the rating that they gave Jordan Faison. He was a receiver out of Notre Dame. They say he's an 88. I think he should be a little bit higher. Like, this guy, he plays fast, he plays smart, he gets in the soft spots of the zone well, does a good job of catching in traffic. I feel like they're kind of underrating how well he plays. So,
J.J. Buchanan's a 79.
Why is Drake Bowen number 1 or 91?
He's really good. He's
I
really good.
didn't really see anything. I don't know. I know he's good, but it's like I don't know. He doesn't. Do you guys think he changes the game? I haven't really seen anything change the game worthy.
Say his impact on the game is definitely it's definitely seen in it's definitely seen in the in the games. So
Facts.
Yeah, but Jackson, what do you think about JJ Buchanan being a 79?
who?
The Utah transfer JJ Buchanan,
He's a what?
he's a 79.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
No,
no.
he's not.
I
N-
Wait, what team?
No, he's not. No, he's not, bro. No,
yeah, they missed big time.
No,
with that.
he's not.
Oh my god.
No, he's not, bro.
Yo.
All right, let's move on
No.
to the next topic, man.
Yo.
Is he really a 79?
Yeah, no, he's a 79.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow. I guess. I mean, I thought he plays. I think he plays well.
All right, let's just go right to the next thing. Next weekly check. Week of what's new. Wow. 2 words that I'm sorry. I know, Kalina, you're not here. Happy to hear this. Terrion Arnold. Let's before we even get into that, let's just show the chat what he. Oh, let's just show the Draft Dudes world what he really did. Let's just take a trip. This stuff is very serious, by the way, people. So like,
Yeah,
when
like, okay.
this is bad.
All right. We like to joke around and have fun here, but like seriously, this
Yeah,
is
no,
something
this is
serious,
not a
and this
joke.
is something that it could ruin it can ruin his life, and it can ruin the lives of others. So we don't want to make jokes of this situation or make fun of this situation. We really want to let everybody know like this is a serious thing, and we pray that both sides come out thriving, come out doing well, and just have their overall well-being prioritized. So we really want to. We're gonna just touch on the subject really quickly. We're not gonna give any emotional reactions. It's just gonna be quick information, and then we're gonna move on because this is a serious topic, and we do care about the well-being of both parties that are affected.
Yeah, I can give a quick summary of what happened.
Oh, I got.
Yeah, just summarize it
I
real.
actually have it pulled up right here.
Yeah,
Pull it right here.
Bryce has it. Bryce has it pulled up. Bryce has it pulled up.
Okay, so
Just summarize it real fast. Summarize it real fast, and then we'll go from there.
yeah. So basically, former Detroit Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold was arrested and released by the team after being charged with 4 counts of kidnapping and armed robbery in connection to an incident in Florida. Prosecutors allege Arnold orchestrated the abduction and assault of 3 men over the theft of more than $200,000 from an Airbnb. Yeah, so once again, that stuff's not cool, right? It's not okay to do. If you want to touch on it more.
Yeah, it's obviously you never want to see a player, go through something like this. Obviously it's disappointing to see. And especially as like a Lions fan, as someone who was rooting for him personally, you don't want to see someone do something like that or even get accused of something like that. Hopefully, everything is sorted out, and yeah, and to the victims, prayers for the victims and everything. But yeah, this is obviously very disappointing to see.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, we pray that both sides come out of the situation in a way that keeps their health prioritized and just has their overall mental and physical well-being at the forefront. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's not one of the things you want to see happen, but unfortunately it did happen. But hopefully everything gets figured out. He did get waived from the Lions I know that
Mm-hmm.
hurts him. Being a player, I get it. You know, we all have this. When you make it, you get this idea that okay, you finally done it. You've worked so hard to get to this point, but let's not. People who out there who like even want to be athletes, and I mean who are athletes and are like getting ready to get to that next level. Um, this is something to take for example of let's not get in over our heads type of situation. Let's remain calm, like let's remain cool. Let's do what we're here to do and let's remember our jobs, right? So hopefully
Yeah.
T gets this
Yeah.
hopefully he gets this figured out. Hopefully the people are affected get it figured out. Prayers to everybody and yeah. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
next up we do have lastly but not least the NFL top 100.
All right, cool. I have the list pulled up right here.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to just tell you the number that they're ranked at, who they are, and then you just say agree or disagree. That's it, because we got to get through 20 of them. So
Okay.
let's just say agree or disagree. All right. Number 100, starting off the list,
I'm
we have
sorry.
Cameron Jordan.
I'm sorry, wait. Should we do a speak when it's not like should we do a speak when it's not right? Or should we just do like a agree or
Ooh.
disagree? Like speak when you hear
Well,
that
Kind
it
of like
shouldn't be-
don't talk until you like we. If you don't say anything, we can
Okay,
just
yeah. Okay, don't talk until you disagree. Okay. Starting at number 100, we got Cameron Jordan in his 2025 career, 2025 year. He played 17 games, had 47 tackles, 15 being tackles for loss. He had 10 and a half sacks, 15 QB hits, and 2 forced fumbles.
This is not me disagreeing.
Okay.
Are we going from 1 to 20 or 20 to 1?
No,
This
it's
is-
100. It's 100 to 80.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So number 99, we have Quentin Nelson, the guard for the Indianapolis Colts. This year, he played 17 games. He played 1,039 snaps. He had 15 QB pressures allowed, and only allowed 1 sack in 17 games. Okay. Now, 98. We have Bryce Young of the Carolina Panthers. Before anybody says anything, he's the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. He played in 16 games, had a 63.6 completion percentage, had 3,011 passing yards. He had 6.3 yards per attempt, 23 passing touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 216 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns.
I kind of disagree.
Really? Okay.
I don't think it's ridiculous that he made it. I don't know if I would necessarily have him in the top 100 players. Like,
Okay.
like I feel like there's an argument. I don't know. I feel like he would be just outside it for me. Like, he had a decent year last year, but there's obviously a lot of room for him to improve.
In my opinion, you can make an argument for it and you can make an argument against it. But I, for one, agree. I've been a Bryce Young fan since Alabama, so I've always been rooting for him. I always wanted him to do well. So good to see him on this list. Bryce, are you not speaking because you agree, or okay? All right. Number 97. Number 97. We have Ernest Jones, the linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks. He played in 15 games, at 126 tackles, 4 tackle for losses. He had a half a sack, 7 pass deflections, and 5 interceptions.
I think he's too low.
I could see him being in the top 80. I feel like he
Yeah.
should have been in that 80s range. But
But no, very good player.
I think he deserves to be on this list, though. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I'd say higher.
Okay.
I'd say way higher. He just won.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
won Super Bowl, yeah, way
Okay.
higher.
Number 96, we have New Orleans Saints' newest running back, Travis Etienne. Etienne. Right? Yeah. Yeah, he said how to pronounce it. I think it's Etienne.
Yeah.
This year, he played in 17 games, had 260 attempts or carries, 1,107 rushing yards. He averaged 4.3 yards per carry. He had 7 rushing touchdowns, 36 receptions, 292 receiving yards, and 6 receiving touchdowns. Okay, moving on. Number 95, we have the outside linebacker for the New York Jets, Demario Davis. In 2025, he played in 17 games, had 143 tackles, 6 tackles for losses, a half a sack, 3 pass deflections, and 2 forced fumbles.
I disagree.
Okay.
I can't say
Okay.
why.
Why?
I'm not a big football guy. I mean, I am, but off those stats, and I'm going off of the Bryce Young. So I don't know if I'll put him over Bryce Young, though.
Really? Okay.
I'm
Okay.
going off, just because I don't have that eye that you guys have, I'm going off of impact and what I just heard, and then putting Bryce. If we put in Bryce Young at what was it, 98?
Yeah, he was 98.
Would you? I don't know about impact, but yeah, that's just me. What I heard. So
I can see it. That's not okay. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Clinton, do you agree? Or are you not talking because you agree?
Mhm.
Okay. Number 94, we have the center for the Kansas City Chiefs, Creed Humphrey. He played in 17 games, 1,093 snaps, 8 QB pressures allowed, and he only allowed 1 sack this year. Frankly, I agree. I mean, centers don't get the things to get. So he did drop down one rank. So he was number 93. This year he's 94. Okay. Moving on. Number 93, we have Carson Schlesinger. Schlesinger. He was a linebacker for the Cleveland Browns, a rookie. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year. This year, he played in 16 games, had 156 tackles, 11 tackles for losses, 2.5 sacks, 9 QB hits, and 2 interceptions. Hey, this. I like where he's at. For a rookie, you're in the top 100. Come on now, that's crazy. You can't hate on that. All right, moving on. Number 92, we got Aziz Al-Shahir. In 2025, he played in 16 games. Oh, he's a linebacker for the Houston Texans. In 2025, he played in 16 games, had 103 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 9 pass deflections, 2 QB hits, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, and a fumble recovery.
I just want to say I think you should be higher. I'm blanking on the game right now, but I feel like there was a game I watched last season and he was just kind of everywhere. But that's not.
Was it
that's
the
not only
Jags?
reason.
Was it the Jags?
It might have been the Jazz game. I think.
I think it was the Jags.
I have to go. I have to go look at the box score, but
I can agree with him being higher.
Yeah, that whole
I think
defense was insane last year.
I think 80s range definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. Number 91, we got the defensive end for the Chicago Bears, Montez Sweat. In 17 games, he had 53 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 10 sacks, 18 QB hits, and 3 forced fumbles.
Mickey Mouse.
Watch your mouth. I think he played at an elite level, so I agree with this. And it doesn't matter what you guys say because I agree with it. And if I agree with it, nobody can say none. Okay. All right. Y'all ready? Yeah. Number 90. We have the defensive tackle for the Carolina Panthers, Derek Brown. He played in 17 games, had 73 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. Any reactions? Do you disagree or?
I agree, but man, I wanted the Lions to draft him so bad in 2020.
Hey. Yeah,
we drafted, man.
Okay, moving on. 89, dropping 4 spots. We have Kyren Williams, running back for the Los Angeles Rams. In 2025, he played in 17 games, had 259 carries, 1,252 rushing yards, he averaged 4.8 yards per carry, had 10 rushing touchdowns, 36 receptions, and he had 281 receiving yards. And he also had 3 receiving touchdowns.
I think he should have fallen.
I think he should have stayed where he was at, personally. He
You know,
was
I think
85
his
last year.
numbers were down. It's because Blake Corum started to emerge. But
Yeah. He was 85 last year. I think he could have stayed there.
yeah. But again, this is the players like kind of voting, so I don't think it was people necessarily.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. At number 88, we have the linebacker for the Detroit Lions, Jack Campbell.
Way too low. Way too low.
Okay, that's not true. In 17 games, he had 176 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, and 2 fumble recoveries. This sounds a little Mickey Mouse.
No, I think he's deserving. He definitely should be above Montez Sweat.
No, he shouldn't.
He should.
No, he shouldn't.
He should.
No, he
You know,
shouldn't.
it said he was his top graded linebacker in run defense. So like, I don't know, like was Montez Sweat the top rated linebacker? No.
He's not a linebacker.
So he wasn't the top rated linebacker.
He's not a linebacker.
Yeah, but he still wasn't the top rated linebacker.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. Mickey Mouse. But at number 87, we have Tetaroa McMillan. Another rookie. Yeah. Yeah, he was a rookie this year. Yeah. He played in 17 games, had 70 receptions, 1,014 receiving yards. He averaged 14 and a half yards per reception and had 7 receiving touchdowns. A lot of Panthers in this early lineup.
Your face.
I really don't
what
want
is that?
I don't want to butcher this name. Okay.
Oh, I got it.
At number 86, we have the linebackers for the Los Angeles Chargers. It's
Tui Pulotu.
Tuli Pulotu. Cool. All right. And in 2025, he played in 16 games, had 49 tackles, 20 tackles for loss, 13 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. Yeah, you got it, big bro. Yeah, no, you got it, big bro. All right. At number 85, okay, we had this discussion about him last episode. At number 85, we have Brock Purdy, the QB for the 49ers. In 2025, he played in 9 games, had a 69.4% completion percentage, had 2,167 passing yards, averaged 7.6 yards per attempt, had 20 passing touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and he had 147 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. He was hurt last year, but I mean, the fact that he was able to do the things he was able to do with a hurt offense, I think, that warrants him being in the top 100.
Yeah. See, I don't necessarily disagree, but it kind of goes back to what we were talking about last week. Like, there's a lot of guys you could, like, debate to put in his spot, but it's definitely not ridiculous at all for him to be there.
Yeah, no, it's it's not ridiculous. That looks like that's it for now. There's only 85 from what I'm seeing.
Okay. So,
I'm on the NFL website, so
yeah. I think it's just 85 for now.
I think it's just 85. So more to come, and I think each episode there's gonna be new rankings. So
yeah, well,
right.
I mean that was cool. That was fun to see. Hopefully they come out with a list. I don't know if I think it's too early to tell. Like the lower top tier is like. Once you get to the middle part, it's like who do you put over who? Like you put this person over this person. That's kind of crazy. So I'm excited to see what they do there. But yeah, all right, guys.
Yeah.
It is now time for our weekly heat checks. All right.
Woo!
Once again, guys, thank you for your inputs and what you put in our comments or in our stories. You are very much appreciated because it gets y'all got some hot takes. So I'm excited to see what y'all got. First one, Patriots. Oh, this is the first one. Patriots will win less than 10 games this season.
Yeah, and that was submitted by Najee. So shout out Najee. Yeah, but
Shout out to you. Okay.
that's all.
I gotta look at their schedule.
Yeah,
I gotta look at their schedule. Hold on. Patriots 2026 schedule. Okay.
Hold
Okay.
on, before you say it, let
So-
me put it up too. They start August 13th, right? Or that's preseason.
Yeah, September 9th.
September. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it
September
up.
9th. Okay.
Oh,
All right. So, week 1, they open it up against the Super Bowl champs, Seattle Seahawks.
They got to rematch their first game. Oh man. Yeah, let's just say that's what lost.
I mean, no, that could be. I feel like that could be a very different game.
I feel like the Patriots. They boosted their offense with getting AJ Brown. So
Okay.
you can't really count them out because Drake May still plays at a good. I mean, he was an MVP candidate last year.
Yeah,
That
and
is
then
true.
the Seahawks kind of lost. The Seahawks lost their best player on offense in Kenneth Walker.
And you could arguably say that they lost some key pieces in their defense as well.
Yeah, didn't they leave Tariq Woolen?
Yeah, they lost Tariq Woolen. They lost
Yeah,
Kobe
so-
Bryant. They lost, I think, another linebacker. I'm not sure, but so it's honestly low key a toss up. I'm gonna say, but they won the Super Bowl for a reason. So you cannot just say
Yeah.
since they lost these guys, like they're gonna lose. But I'm gonna say that's a loss for the Patriots. So that's one.
That's one loss.
Steelers and
Then week 2, they play the Steelers.
They'll take that win.
I'm gonna say that's a win. So they're 1-1.
One.
Then week 3, they play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ooh,
I would lean Patriots in that game.
I would. Yeah, I would lean Patriots. Then week 4, they play the Buffalo Bills.
I'm gonna say the Patriots just so Alex doesn't get that satisfaction.
Yeah.
Okay, because they play them twice, I'm gonna say they split. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say they split the series. So I'll go. They'll be what?
3-2
3-2.
right now, accordingly.
Okay. Then they play the Raiders. They play the Raiders week 5.
They're
If
losing.
Fernando Mendoza is playing,
They're losing. Fernando Mendoza is going to win the championship this year. Sorry.
Hey, we love Mendoza, bro.
we love Mendoza.
We love
We don't love Mendoza that much.
Uh,
Oh yeah, so that's a Patriots.
yeah, that's another win.
4-2.
So
Jets.
4-2. Jets.
They're sweeping
Win.
the Jets.
5-2.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say they're sweeping the Jets. They're sweeping
So
the
that's
Jets.
6.
No, that's 5.
6.
They play the Jets twice.
Oh, okay. 6.
Yeah, they play the Jets twice. Okay, then they play the Bears.
7.
That's a
7 wins.
loss.
That's 7 wins.
That's a loss.
7 wins. 7 wins.
Seven-
That's
That's
a
a
loss. That's a
loss.
loss. That's a loss. That is 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 a loss.
Genuinely
They
put them
lost.
together, though. Who would win? Like, genuinely.
Like, what are we talking about?
Lined up,
Yes.
they have A.J. Brown, though. Who's guarding A.J. Brown?
Jalen Johnson.
Not Deshaun Wright, bro.
Let's put a shot on him.
He's not even on a team. He's on the Jets. He's on the Jets. Don't get me started.
All right, fine. I don't know. I say
That's a loss. That is a loss. Put it in the loss column now. I'm getting mad. That's a loss.
yo, we're good.
That's a
bro.
loss.
We're good, big bro. We good. We got put him in loss, bro.
No, bro. That's a loss, bro.
All right, 6-3, bro. 6-3, bro.
Okay. Then I think they sweep the Dolphins.
Alright, 7.
So that's
7-3.
8 because that's 2 wins.
That should
from
be
the
8. That should be 8 because it's a sweep.
Oh, okay. So 8-3.
Then they play
Packers.
the Packers.
They play- I'll give them that over the Packers.
The Packers will be losing.
That's
Packers are
nine.
going 0-17. Then they play the Lions in Germany.
Wait, they play the Lions in Germany.
Obviously, a lot of stuff, bro.
I'm gonna say
Amon Ross
it's a
State.
lot.
You're not.
I'm gonna
It's
say
in
it's a
Germany.
win.
You're not being Amon Ra Brown in Germany.
I'm gonna say that's a win for the Patriots.
Yeah,
No,
sorry, dude.
they're not being Amon Ra in Germany.
All right.
So we're at 10.
So that's 10.
So
No, wait. Shouldn't that be 9? Shouldn't that
No,
be
that's
9?
9. That's
9.
9.
Good.
It should be 9 and 4. 9 and 4.
9-4. Okay.
Okay, then they have a bye week, week 11. Week 12, they play the Chargers. Honestly, in my opinion, this is a toss-up. It can go either way.
Yeah.
Uh,
We already did the
If-
Bills one.
I don't know.
Oh.
Because they did. I feel like the Chargers did boost their offensive line pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's low-key a loss for the Patriots.
so that's
Like low-key.
5 losses.
Yeah.
So 9 and 5.
9-5.
9 and 5. So, all right, they play the Vikings. They beat the Vikings.
Bro,
That's 10.
believe in 9. Believe in 9.
Believe in what?
Then they play the Chiefs. Then they play the Chiefs week 15.
That's a loss.
No, I don't know.
Oh, like if the question is if Mahomes comes back and he's playing like Mahomes plays, sure. But I think if my memory,
The Chiefs did get Kenneth Walker. I forgot about
yeah,
that.
they did. But if my memory helps, like if my memory's correct, I'm pretty sure this is like the most significant injury Patrick Mahomes has had in his career.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, can he come back from this? Right. I mean, granted, he's already out. He's getting ready for training camp, so that's really good, great progress. But you don't know, like you really don't know. But I'm gonna say Mahomes does go back to his old ways, and I'm gonna say that's a loss for the Patriots.
Okay. So that's
What are
10
we
and
at?
6
What are we
right
at?
now. 10 and 6. Rather
10 and
than-
6.
Oh, never mind.
We already said. Yeah.
And then
They play the Broncos. They play
That's
the
a toss-up.
Broncos week
That's a
17.
toss-up.
It's a toss up because is Bo Nix gonna be back?
Didn't he just? I thought isn't Bo Nix going to be healthy by the season?
Didn't he break his foot?
Yeah, but
What?
usually those heal up in months. Like,
What's up?
hold
Oh,
on, let me see.
My bad.
is he gonna be?
Yeah, no, yeah, he's healthy. He's healthy now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh, and they got Jalen Waddle, low key. I gotta give that to the Broncos. That Broncos that Broncos defense is nasty though.
It is. It is.
I'm gonna give it to
I
the
mean-
Broncos.
They're 10 and 7 right now.
Well, I mean, then we gotta disagree with the hot take because we gave them 10
Yeah.
wins.
Unfortunately, I think they're just going to get 10 wins.
Yeah, but no, that
Okay.
was a great. That was a
That was a great hot take.
Yeah, I like that.
Alright.
That was cool.
yeah. Shout out to G.
All right. Next up, we have Anthony Richardson will be good in 3 years.
That's from Colin. So
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, man.
Oh. Wait, hold on. I gotta look something up.
Anthony Richardson. What happened to him this year? Why didn't he win?
he got injured. He somehow he like broke his eye socket or something.
What's up?
Dude, yeah, he was struggling.
Yeah, he fractured his orbital bone. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can see it. Yes, I can see him being good in 3 years because he's only 24. Like he can grow. Now the question is he going to grow where he's at now under Daniel Jones? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be. I don't know if he's good. He'll be on the Colts.
Could he go to another team and in a different system be good? Potentially. Like
What
honestly,
team
it's
would
a
he go
toss
to
up.
though? What other team would he go to?
I mean,
You got
it
the
depends. Like
Cardinals.
the league's always changing. You never know.
Yeah, like you
Like
got the Cardinals. You got the Jets.
What would best suit his abilities? Is my question.
Honestly, in my opinion, before they got Kyler Murray, I thought Anthony Richardson was going to go to the Vikings. I really did, because because of the sheer athleticism that this guy has. Like,
yeah, and I think it would be it'll be interesting to see what Kevin O'Connell does with. I would like to see what Kevin O'Connell would do with Anthony Richardson if he can get
that's
him
what
to
I'm
be
saying. Like,
more
I
consistent.
feel like
because-
he could have done something with Anthony Richardson.
yeah, but I
Like,
think the biggest thing with Anthony Richardson is that how many games has he played in? Like he's been very injured.
Yeah, I think because he had a great start to his career in the NFL, and then like what was it, his shoulder?
Yeah, let me look at how many games he's played.
I think. Let me see.
He's played in 17 games.
Total?
Yes.
His whole career?
Jeez.
Yeah, he played in 4.
Yeah, dang, he has played in 17 games. Wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with the hot take. I'm gonna agree. I think just off of his athleticism, he has a great arm. He has, his legs. He's fast. He can shrug off tackles. I think like all it comes down to is the mental side of being a quarterback. Can you process? Can you determine the right kind of touch? He shows really good feel for placement and accuracy and touch on the deep balls. He shows like he can do that at an exceptional level. Can you hit the short stuff now? Can you hit the intermediate stuff? Can you do it consistently is the question. And, I think that stuff can be taught. You can't teach a 70-yard throw on a rope. You just can't teach that. You can't teach the ability to turn upfield, to escape out of the pocket and turn it into a touchdown. You can't teach that, right? So I think that's what it comes down to. His athleticism alone could get him to be good in 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's hard to say. This is a hard take for me to give a definitive answer on because I feel like a large part of that for me is how healthy can he get, and because to be fair, it's not like his injuries have been one consistent issue. The injury last year was literally just a freak accident. But if he's healthy, I would definitely agree with the take. I think he has all the tools. It's just a matter of it's not like he can't throw with touch and timing and all of that. It's just can he do it consistently?
Yep.
And I think
that's really all it comes down to.
Yeah, and then he's still he's played one season worth of games in 3 years.
Yeah. And he's only, like I said, he's only 24. Yeah. He's not even at his quote unquote peak yet in terms of growth and strength. So
I could actually.
All right. Well, all right. Our last weekly heat check of the week is Michigan will have a top 10 offense in college football.
I wonder who submitted that one.
What top 10 you talk about?
No, okay. Let me explain my reasoning for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me pull up the stats.
Positional evidence, bro.
Okay, so as we know, Michigan brought in the.
Tell me a quarterback.
With Bryce Underwood.
Okay. Second year.
Okay. Let me know. I have a good reasoning.
Okay. So, go ahead.
So last year at Utah, right? Utah had the inefficiency rankings. Utah had the 6th rated offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was with Devian Napier, J.D. Buchanan, I believe Wayshawn Parker was the running back. And so the one thing about Utah is that they had probably like the best rushing offense in the Power Four in terms of like yards per game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now you're coming to Michigan. You have Jordan Marshall and Savion Hyder. Savion Hyder is considered like a Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson level prospect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
still have all the tools for a elite rushing game. So I have no reason for to see that fall off. And then you turn to the passing game. Obviously, Bryce Underwood had his struggles last year, but everything around him got better.
Mm-hmm.
He has a better coordinator. He has better receivers. The running game is probably I would expect the running game to be a little bit better. I think his offensive line is going to improve.
Who's our coach?
Kyle Whittingham, the Utah coach, and he brought over the offensive coordinator from Utah, who just produced a top 10 offense at Utah.
Okay.
And as throwing the ball, right? Is Devin Dampier an elite thrower of the ball?
No.
Yeah, and he was still able to get a top 10 offense.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Bryce Underwood doesn't even need to be like. I don't think Bryce Underwood necessarily needs to be a top 10 QB for this to happen. I think, the running game is going to be elite, and even if Bryce Underwood shows zero improvement, right?
Mm-hmm.
The passing game will be better because everything else got better in it. And it's not like the Michigan passing game last year was terrible. So that's my reasoning for thinking Michigan will have a top 10 offense.
Okay. I can't disagree with your reasoning. Now, I am going to give you the top 10. I'm going to give you the top 10 offenses. I'm going to give you the top 10 offenses according to college football, and you just tell me if you think Michigan will have a better offense.
Go continue. He said, now,
Right.
I'm gonna give you 10 offenses. Alright, go ahead.
Right. Okay. We got number one, Ohio State, unbiased.
Next question.
Okay, we got
what did you say?
Next question.
Ohio State.
Next question.
Nah, I'm not.
Next question. Bro.
Okay. Number two, we got Oregon.
Oregon will be better.
Okay. Number 3, we got Indiana.
I can see a world where Michigan has the better offense.
Production wise or system wise?
I feel like both systems are like. I feel like Jason Beck and Mike Shanahan both have like good systems, but I can see a world where Josh Hoover turns the ball over. Like Josh Hoover has had turnover issues, so I can see a world where Michigan outproduces them.
Mm.
Like if I had to like put money on it, I would choose Indiana, but I could definitely see a world where Michigan has a better offense than Indiana.
Okay. Texas.
I can see like again like I feel like Arch and Bryce are pretty similar quarterbacks. They had high expectations coming into last year, but I mean,
yo, you just compare Arch Manning. Did you just compare Bryce Underwood to Arch Manning?
you do realize like coming out of high school, Bryce Underwood was seen as a better prospect.
He was.
So obviously Arch is older, but it's not like Arch's 2025 season was amazing.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, so but I feel like I could see a world like obviously I feel like Texas has better weapons overall. Like even though I do like Michigan's receiver group this year, I would still.
It's not better than Texas. It's just not.
I think Michigan has a better run game. But I do think Steve Sarkisian, is one of the best offensive minds in college football. So it's hard
Yeah.
to bet against him, but I wouldn't be surprised if, Michigan ended up having a better offense in Texas.
Okay.
Okay. Miami.
Nah. I think Darian Mensah, Mark Fletcher, Malachi Tony. I think they just have too many bona fide elite players on that. And then I trust that they'll have a good offensive line under Mario Cristobal. So
Okay. LSU.
maybe, I trust Lane Kiffin offensively, but that's going to be a transfer portal heavy team. Maybe the pieces don't mesh. I'm not too familiar with the roster off the top of my head, but
Sam Levis, the quarterback.
yeah, I know that. But
They got. Oh my gosh, they got a couple of really good receivers from Ole Miss. They actually got a lot of transfers. So
yeah, I
I
feel
think
like
they
transfer
attacked the
portal teams
transfer
can be tricky.
portal well. Yeah. LSU, I can see that being a toss up potentially. Okay. Notre Dame.
No, I think.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't just replace Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price. But I do think CJ Carr is one of the best quarterbacks in college football. I like Notre Dame's receiver group a lot. Yeah, I would probably say Notre Dame, but I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if Michigan had a better on.
Okay. I would be surprised if they had a better offense. Ole Miss.
Again, I think Kawan Lacey and Trinidad Chambliss are a tough, combo to beat. But again, they are going to be learning a new offensive system. They're not going to be under Lane Kiffin and wow, I'm blanking on their offensive coordinator's name because I know he went to LSU, but they have a new offensive coordinator. It's not Charlie Weiss.
I completely love, but I think didn't they promote in house?
Let me look. So they lost. Oh, it is Charlie Weiss. Okay, I was right. It was Charlie Weiss they lost. So he was with their new guy John David Baker. He was he was with Ole Miss from 2021 to 2023 as a co-offensive coordinator, and then he spent the last 2 seasons at East Carolina as the offensive coordinator. So
East Carolina had a good offense.
Yeah. So but anytime I know Bryce Hunter was also learning a new system. Michigan's also learning a new offense. But I know I'm a big fan of Jason Beck's offense. I do think he's a top 10 offensive coordinator in college football. So that's kind of the basis.
Do you think he's a top 10? You think he's a top 10 offensive coach in general?
In college football right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's better than Will Stein, though. Will Stein was Oregon's offensive coordinator, and then he just became the head coach of Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do think
and I also don't think he's better. I don't think he's better than the Ohio State wide receivers coach
Brian Hartline.
He was
I wasn't a big fan of Brian Hartline as a coordinator.
Yeah, but I mean, anytime.
He's a very he was an elite receivers coach for sure, but in 2023 he was kind of like a pseudo offensive coordinator, and then he was the offensive coordinator last year, and a lot of Ohio State fans were complaining about his system, and then he obviously got hired to South Florida, and they brought in Arthur Smith. But I as like a coordinator, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see how he does
Yeah.
as a head coach. And then rounding out the top 10, we got Oklahoma.
I think Michigan will have a better. I could definitely see Michigan. having a
So
better
yeah,
offense.
you might be on something. You might be on something. That was a good hot take.
Yeah, I like that one. That was really good. So thank you guys once again for giving us your hot takes. We really appreciate those. Continue to reach out to us on Instagram, Twitter, even on the comments and stuff like that, even in the chats and the Twitch. So thank you. All right, guys. Now we are moving on to our big deal or no deal. All right.
All right, for the second time, let's just say big deal or no deal.
All right. Yeah, great. We'll just go right to big deal, no deal. Cool. All right. First big deal or no deal. Brendan Sorsby denied by CFL.
No,
I'm gonna say no deal. I'm gonna say no deal.
I'm gonna say no deal. Okay.
I think no deal.
Very sorry. Am I reading that last one right? Yeah, sexy one says, wow. Kyle Pitts extension.
Oh, for those who don't know, Kyle Pitts did sign a 3-year, $54 million contract to stay with the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm gonna say no deal. Like, obviously, it's technically a deal, but
Thanks, Kalena. I think I'm gonna say it's a big deal because he's one of the like those tight ends that can do it all, and that's hard to come by. So it's
yeah. I'm just saying
and
no
then
deal.
the value of it was really good. Like you got George Kittle getting 19.1 million per year, and then you have Trey McBride, arguably like the best tight end in football, getting 19 million a year, and you got Kyle Pitts for like a average value of 18 million per year. So I think like that's really good for his value.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no deal because I kind of like expected it. Like when I saw the news, I was like, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still I don't know if I'm reading that right. Last but not least, big deal or no deal today. Well, this is just a no-brainer. Aaron Donald is seriously considering a return to the Rams.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, we actually just saw this on our social media page. It says that Aaron Donald's return to the Rams is close to a done deal. So obviously, I think we can all agree. I think I speak for everybody when I say that is a big deal.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that just
if
can't
Aaron
happen.
Donald's like 75% of what he was when he retired, and then
If Aaron Donald could be 60% of what he was, I think
Myles
he'll
Garrett
be
is the
all right.
worst.
like Myles Garrett is already 100, so then you add like 50% of Aaron Donald, you got 150%. So I feel
like the Rams defensive line in general is already pretty good.
Yeah, they had. Oh man,
this can't happen. Like this can't happen at all. This is not okay. Someone explain this.
Okay, so yeah, so they have
Oh,
Myles Garrett, they have Poona Ford, Braden Fisk, Kobe Turner. Good lord.
So just Hulk.
Oh no.
So just Bruce, just Hulk, Incredible Hulk, the Super Smasher Hulk.
Okay, so guys, let me just run this. Let me run this defense by you. Okay, this is a potential defensive line. Okay, you have Myles Garrett coming off the edge. Okay, you have Poona Ford at your nose tackle. You have Aaron Donald at the defensive tackle. You have Braden Fisk coming off the other edge. And then you have Kobe Turner who can do it both. Who can do both?
World War Hulk. That's what I call it.
Like, I don't know how you defend that.
You can't.
They literally just assembled the Justice League.
You know, if this
You
happens,
can't.
if that report is accurate, like I know the Rams are already Super Bowl favorites, but
If this
That low-key
happens,
solidifies it.
if this happens, they all imagine this. Imagine we're like this. They all get to the Super Bowl. They get their revenge. Do you think they will let up in the Super Bowl? It'll just be worse. They won't stop. Nothing. This is what they've been waiting for. Especially
All of this, bro. All of this to beat the Iceman, bro. They do anything to beat
Jackson,
Caleb
please,
Williams.
do not sit up there, bro. Do not. You will not survive. Don't do that.
You want to know, bro? The last time Caleb Williams played Myles Garrett, bro. Let me run you his stats, bro.
Say the team first before you say that.
Huh?
Say the team he played.
Huh? Huh?
And
What
then now
team
say
was
the
Myles
he's
Garrett
gonna
on?
play. Huh?
what team was Myles Garrett on?
Dude. Bro, the team
That's
don't
your
matter, bro.
point.
It's the stats. It's the stats, bro. The team don't matter. The team don't matter.
Myles Garrett was doing it all.
All right. Caleb Williams in his game against, Myles Garrett. 2 touchdowns. He had he had 2 touchdowns.
Bro,
He had a lot of yards.
Scared me.
But,
hey,
yeah.
Zay.
What's up?
Aaron Donald might be coming back.
Shut up.
No, it's like
No, it's
they said it's
considered.
it's close to a done deal. Yeah, take your time to process that.
Yeah. You don't think he's gonna try to get revenge on the?
No.
No, yeah, of course that wouldn't happen. No.
All right, here we go, guys. I found the stats. Right,
Mhm.
Caleb Williams. The last time he played Myles Garrett, he went 17 for 28, 242 yards, 10 tuds, 0 interceptions.
Okay, let me read off Myles Garrett's stats.
That's not important. Let's
4
move
total
on.
tackles, 2 solo tackles, 1.5 sacks, 1 tackle for loss, and 3 QB hits.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
This one, I want to leave you guys one more statement. Myles Garrett was in a situation where he had to perform highly, and I think that made him a better player. Now he's coming to the Rams, and they're saying, "We got you. You just do your part."
Yeah,
What does that mean for
he's
him?
definitely not gonna. He's definitely not gonna have to do much.
Yeah.
And he's coming off of the year where he got the sack record. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Anyways,
All right, moving on. Here we go. Let's
Yeah.
get right into it. Let's just dive right in.
Okay, yeah. So the main thing, guys. This is the main thing. Welcome to the main thing. Once again, well, thank you for those big deals and no deals. But yeah, now we're in the main thing. Today's topic will be top 10 prospects at each position.
Cool. It'll be real quick, guys. We're just gonna run through it all. If we, we're gonna say how strong we think the class that position class is, and we're gonna go from there.
And maybe mention just a few of our favorite players.
Yep, in each top 10. Okay, let's get started. Let me know when you have it pulled up, Bryce.
I do, right here.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna start out with quarterbacks. We got Dante Moore, we got Arch Manning, we got Drew Mestemaker, we got Trinidad Chambliss, Darian Mensah, Jaden Mayava, Lenore Sellers, Josh Hoover, Byron Brown, and then rounding out our top 10 is Gunnar Stockton. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like this is a pretty strong class, especially in comparison to last year. So
I
I
would
think
say
there's
in
a lot of
comparison to last year, it's a stronger class.
yeah.
But overall, I'm not like I feel like there's just a lot of question marks.
Mm,
I know we're like kind of high on Arch, but it's definitely a question mark of will he be that first round draft type caliber player? Because if it was just based off last year, he wasn't necessarily that. I like Drew Mestamaker, but you'll he's going up in competition level, so there's a question mark there. I feel like I love Trinidad as a player, but um, I feel like if he was viewed as a high level NFL draft prospect, he would have just gone in the draft, especially in the last QB draft class.
yeah, but you also got to keep in mind, like he did only have 1 year of tape, which would
Yeah.
leave more question marks. It would leave more
Yeah, no, I
question marks for
understand why he
scout.
came back, but
Oh, okay. Now I have two two favorites. Other than like the initial quarterbacks that we have going in round one. I really do like. I really do like Trinidad. 6 foot, 200 pounds. Last year he had 3,937 passing yards, had a 66.1 completion percentage. He threw for 22 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, had 527 rushing yards and 8 rushing touchdowns, and he had a passer rating of 155.3 on the year. I think he's one of my favorites, and we might do a deep dive on him soon. Um,
Hey, thanks. You're
Say-
good.
Nigga, are you in the office? Shh.
I can't say
Professional.
nigga.
It's professional.
Oh.
It's a professional.
Hey, brother, man,
podcast.
are you in the office?
You just worry about Aaron Donald and Miles Garrett. Wait, hold on. Do your Giants have? Never mind. Go.
Okay. And then another one of my favorites. I do think we already talked about him a little bit, but Drew Mestamaker, 6'4", 211 pounds. On the year, he had 4,379 passing yards, had a 68.9 completion percentage, threw for 34 touchdowns, had 9 interceptions, 89 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, and a passer rating of 168.7.
Okay. All right.
yeah. Just Jackson, like, how many quarterbacks do you see going in the first round this year? I think
Dude, I feel like it just depends on the team's needs at the end of the season. I think it'll definitely
yeah.
Who was number
change over time.
Who
We
was
put
the-
Dante Moore number one
Who was projected?
because right
number
now
one
we have
quarterback?
3 in the first round.
Who was the projected number
right
one
now.
quarterback last year in like the season for college football?
During the season,
Yeah, like
I wanna say-
because it wasn't Fernando at first. It wasn't right.
like are you saying at the start, like
Yeah, at
before the
start of
season
it.
started?
Yeah.
Like before the season started, wasn't it Drew Aller?
It might have been Drew Allen.
You think this will change this year with Dante Moore?
I could see
I
it.
can see it.
I could
but-
see it, but I just don't think.
Oh no, it was also Quinn Ewers. That was a.
Oh, Quinn Ewers. No, Quinn
No,
Ewers was
I'm-
in the
Oh,
NFL
I'm
last
looking at the
year.
wrong year. Wrong year.
Yeah, I think it was Drew Aller.
Did Trinidad make a boost? 'Cause I don't remember him. I honestly didn't remember him being in like the talks.
Well, so Trinidad, he came in for the injured starter of the during the year, and I feel like he really made a name for himself with that Georgia game.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think
So
people were saying Arch Manning was there. Then you have Lenore Sellers, Kay Kubnik, Drew Aller was also mentioned. Yeah, those were the QBs.
that's our top 10 for the quarterbacks. We got our favorites in Drew Mestamaker and Trinidad. Personally, that's my favorites. So yeah, moving on. Let's go to running backs. So in our top 10, We have Keywan Lacey. We got Ahmad Hardy, L.J. Martin, Raleek Brown, Isaac Brown. We got Justice Haynes, Hollywood Smothers, Trey Wisner, Antoine Raymond, and we have Cam Cook to round out the top 10.
IU doesn't have any top 10 quarterbacks. I'm just asking.
They have. I think Turbo Richards could.
So my thing is there's definitely some honorable mentions like especially like with some other positions too, like quarterback, for example. We got if he has a great year, we got Sam Levitt. We have we got other guys like clicking on his name for a second. Oh, by the way, we know like CJ Carr and
Julian Sand.
Julian Sand aren't included. That's because we really think they might come back for another year. So
Yeah, this is all subject to change. This is like
this is the initial. This is the initial top 10.
Yeah.
Okay, running back. Running back though, we have obviously Turbo Richards. We have picking on another name right now. Jordan Baugh from
I can see
Florida.
Jordan Marshall
Did we
from
not put
Michigan.
Malachi? Oh, not Malachi Tony, but what's his name?
Mark Fletcher. Mark
Yeah.
Fletcher is also another one. So
Is he
there's a
Jack
couple
Elwood?
names. He will be this year, yeah.
I thought he was a freshman last year.
He was a what?
He was not a freshman. He was no. I thought he was a sophomore. Or a redshirt freshman, if anything.
He was a junior.
He was a junior, so this is his senior year. Okay. Yeah, so honorable mention well,
I feel like we may have to put him back in the top. I definitely thought. I don't know why.
yeah, he is a top 10. I don't know why. I thought he was eligible to come back for another season after this, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I must have forgot. But personally, my favorites in this, I feel like L.J. Martin from BYU is really good on the year. This year, he had 1,305 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns. He averaged 5.5 yards a carry, had 236 carries, and he had 255 receiving yards off of 36 receptions. So I think he stands out to me a little bit. Obviously, you got Keywan Lacey and Ahmad Hardy. So those are also really, really good talent as well.
Yeah. For me personally, I'd say my two favorite are Ahmad Hardy. I know, unfortunately, Ahmad Hardy did have like a little, well, not a little. Sorry. He was shot during the off season, so hopefully,
We just hope we can make a full recovery.
yeah, because he was really one of my favorite players, and he's one of Jackson's favorite players too.
For those who don't know, Ahmad Hardy ran for like 300 yards on me in a online dynasty this year. So
Yeah.
don't want to touch on that too much.
You ran
Still a
for
touchy
what, bro?
subject. Moving on.
He ran for he ran for like 300 yards in the national championship of our online dynasty.
Moving on. Let's go to receiver now. Yep. Let's go to receivers.
Let me pull it up for you
Let's go to
guys.
receivers. Yep. Let's go to receivers.
Sweet.
Go to
You don't want to
receivers.
keep talking about Ahmad Hardy?
I'm good. I hope he has a great year this year.
Yes. I love this first receiver. So tough, bro.
Cam Coleman?
Okay, so at number one, we do have Jeremiah Smith. Next, we have Cam Coleman. Third, we have Charlie Becker. Fourth, we have Mario Craver. 5, we have Omarion Miller. 6, we have Wyatt Young. 7, we have Nick Marsh. 8, we have Ryan Wingo. 9, we have Eric Singleton Jr. And 10, we have Ryan Coleman Williams.
Wasn't it crazy at one point that Ryan Williams was like up there as like top 5?
I don't think it was crazy because, like, what makes him so special, in my opinion, and from what I see, is his ability to create when he has the ball in his hands. He's so dangerous when he has the ball in his hands. And it was just this year he kind of struggled with those concentration catches.
And also
and
I think Alabama made it a little tough because
Mm.
Alabama really struggled to run the ball. So it kind of
and now they have Hollywood
hard.
Smothers to help them with that. Like now they have Hollywood Smothers to help them with running the ball. So that takes a little bit of pressure off of a passing offense. And plus they have, regardless of who wins the quarterback competition, they have a new starter at quarterback. And the best way to, incorporate that passing offense is to get the ball in short yardage territory and get it out of the quarterback's hands quick. And what better way to do that than give it to the wide receiver who's so dangerous in space, in Ryan Williams. So, personally, I think he's one of my guys that I think can really rise in the draft class. He's 6 foot, 178. He had 49 receptions, 689 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he averaged 14.1 yards per catch.
Yeah. Obviously,
And then
we gotta talk about Charlie Becker.
Obviously, Charlie Becker. He's one, like I said in the last episode. He's one of those guys that can really climb up this board. He's already a top. We already have him going top 15, but we think he can be like the best receiver in football just based on his attributes.
Yeah, he's really special when it comes to like those contested catches. Like I remember the game where he kind of burst onto the scene, the Penn State game. I was watching it. I was like, how is he on the bench?
Yeah.
I know, and like that's really saying something because it's not like Indiana was struggling with receivers. They had Elijah Surratt, Omar Cooper, and EJ Williams, but
and I guess it was just a matter of part of it was just a matter of just they had those older guys that were they were already there. They were already established.
It's what's impressive is that he was still able to break through.
And that's really saying something. And honestly, just his play in the postseason was crazy. Like he was making plays left and right. Yeah, and he was like the go-to guy for Fernando.
He somehow became like arguably the number 1 receiver on the team, which is insane.
And then, in my opinion, we have another guy that I think can really climb up on draft boards in Wyatt Young. He was in North Texas with Drew Mestamaker. Now he's at Oklahoma State with Drew Mestamaker. Already has that connection. He can produce. He's 6 foot, 195. He had 70 receptions this year for 1,264 yards. He had 10 touchdowns, and he averaged 18.1 yards per catch. That's insane to average nearly 20 yards per catch. Yeah. That's crazy.
Oklahoma State is just going to be a team I'm watching. Like we
said for Drew Mestamaker, the real question is, can he produce at a bigger school? Can he produce? And if he does, I think he will start to climb up in the draft boards a little bit more.
Yeah, but no, I'm really interested to see like how that whole, because they basically just kind of moved the North Texas team to Oklahoma State, and they were a very good team at North Texas. So I'm very interested to see like how players like Wyatt Young perform. Yeah.
So those are some of our favorites at receiver. Now moving to tight end. We have. Oh, let me know when you're ready.
We're all good. Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Number 1, we got Jamari Johnson. 2, I think it's Trey'Dez Green from LSU. Jamari Johnson from Oregon. We got Peter Clark from Temple. We have Benjamin Brahmer from Penn State. We have Dorian Thomas from Cal. We have Brody Foley from Louisville. We have Chris Corbo from Georgia Tech. We have Terrence Carter Jr. from Texas Tech. And we have Garrett Oakley from Kansas State. And then Luke Reynolds from Virginia Tech. This is something that I think I messed up on a little bit. I think. Well, I don't. We didn't put these in order necessarily.
Yeah, this is
I think
kind of
it's
like a
just our
general
top 10.
10.
These are like guys that are on our watch list. But if I had to reorder it, I would put Terrence Carter Jr. in the top three. He's 6'2", 245. He had 46 receptions for 552 yards, five touchdowns, and he averaged 12 yards per catch. I think he's a very explosive guy, and I think he's a guy that is a sleeper in the draft. Personally, I know a lot of people have him high on draft boards. So I think, but I do think he's a guy that can really make a case for being the tight end one or two in this draft class. So that's my favorite out of this
I would
class.
say my favorite is Luke Reynolds. He
Mm.
was at Penn State last year. He's sticking with James Franklin. I think he was kind of slept on a little bit because Penn State underperformed, and it's not like he was like the most productive tight end, but I do think Westford a season with like the same coach and the same system, I think it will be good for him. And I just really liked his film. Like from what I saw, like when I watched him, he always kind of stood out to me. So
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Next we're gonna move on to offensive line.
All right.
Okay, so our top 10 offensive linemen. We didn't divide it by position. We will be doing that closer towards the start of the season, but for the sake of this episode, we just narrowed it down to 10 offensive linemen that we think are just really good. We have Carter Smith out of Indiana. We have Caden Green out of Missouri. We have PJ Williams from SMU. We have Trevor Gooseby from Texas. Austin Saravel from Ohio State. We have Jordan Seaton out of LSU. Trevor Locke out of Iowa. We have Lance Hurd going to Kentucky. We have Samson Okunlola from Miami. And then we have Andrew Sprague from Michigan. So right off the bat, like a couple of names that really stand out to me is Trevor Locke. You can't miss on an Iowa lineman. I feel like you just can't. You can't miss out from an Iowa lineman. And then another name that stood out to me that's not in our top 10 is Anthony Nappy, I think is how you pronounce it, from Notre Dame. I think he really stands out to me. And then obviously you have like Trevor Gooseby, who's been proven to play at a highly effective level. So, I think
as a Michigan guy, got to shout out Andrew Sprague. But another guy I want to shout out, he's not in our top 10, is his teammate, Jake Garanera. He's a center. I think as a college player, he's probably like the better offensive lineman as of right now. But Andrew Sprague's like measurables are just insane. If he can live up to like his potential, I think he'll be like a bona fide,
Oh yeah, no,
first round pick. But
yeah.
he's gotta show it on film first.
Would you say centers are worth a first round pick? Like is the draft value there for a center being a first round pick?
For me personally, I'm more of a I'm a best player available guy. Like, I remember there was a time where people were questioning, like people really criticized the Jahmyr Gibbs pick, but I mean, look how that turned out. So I'm more of a, if that's your guy, go get your guy. But for me, again, I feel like I would still kind of lead towards no, because I really feel like it's just hard to find a center that's that good.
Yeah.
So, but if you do find one that's good and that's your guy, by all means, I think you should take him. I don't think you should wait till the second round or whatever to go get your guy.
Yeah, I agree. All right. let's go to defensive tackle next.
Sweet. Hold on 1 second.
Right.
All right.
All right. So for our defensive tackles, we have Justin Scott out of Miami. We have David Stone out of Oklahoma. We have Ahmad Moten from Miami. We have Amari Washington out of Oregon. We have Mateen Ibaraga from Texas Tech. We have Bear Alexander out of Oregon. We have Mario Landino out of IU. We have Ezra Christensen out of Colorado. We have AJ Holmes Jr. out of Texas Tech. And then we have Tyreek Tucker out of Indiana. What I'm noticing for a lot of these top tens, or well, especially this defensive tackle class, we have a lot of guys that are at the same school that are top 10 worthy, and I think that speaks volumes to the level of play that their defenses are going to play at. Like, you have Justin Scott and Ahmad Moten. They are so good that they stand out on their own. So that just, like, you can tell like that they're going to be good together. Like, you have Mario Landino and Tyreek Tucker together. You have Amari Washington and Bear Alexander. These guys can cause havoc. You have Mateen Ibaragba and AJ Holmes Jr. out of Texas Tech. Like, you have these guys that are playing together, and I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah, no, it kind of reminds me of like Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant on the same team. Like,
Yeah.
there's like a lot of. I feel like in general you see. Actually, I'm not gonna say in general because this is kind of like a feeling. Like, I feel like it's not uncommon to see defensive tackle pairings like matter more than maybe the individual defensive tackles because I really feel like defensive tackle is a position where you really got to help out each other because
Yeah.
you can deal with double teams, but if you have two elite defensive tackles, it makes it harder to double team one of them.
Yeah, and I will say this: when I was watching film on Amari Washington, I saw him push two gaps together, two gaps like that were in the run game. I saw him collide them together so that Bear Alexander can come through and get a tackle for a loss. Like that is how it should be done, right?
Yeah.
So going on to my favorites, obviously I had them pretty high I had this guy pretty high on in the mock draft, but David Stone really stands out to me. He's 6'3", 310 pounds. He had 1.5 sacks, 16 solos, 27 assists, and then 1 pass defended. He's so strong. He's so strong, and his play strength is there. You just want to see him have those violent hands more consistently, and I really think like he will be able to really showcase his ability on display in this upcoming season with this because Oklahoma has had a great defense last year.
Yeah. I think Oregon's defensive line in general is just filled with dudes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for me, I want to shout out the Indiana guys, Tyree Tucker, Mario Landino. They're not necessarily the most like physically impressive. Not that they have bad physicals or anything, but I think what stands out is like they always like, and this is kind of a theme with like all Indiana prospects, but they're always making the right play. Like,
Yeah.
they're always in the right spot. They're very technically sound and everything. So
Yeah, they
really
do.
feel like
They
can
have
go
great.
far.
They have great fundamentals. They have great fundamentals.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, let's go to edge.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Number 1, we have Dylan Stewart. Number 2, we have Colin Simmons out of Texas. Dylan Stewart's from South Carolina. Quincy Rhodes Jr. out of Arkansas. Kenyatta Jackson Jr. out of Ohio State. Mateo Uyagalele out of Oregon. We have Cleb Lubin out of Louisville. We have What is that? Yamze. I really don't want to butcher names.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
sorry.
I think it's Yamze Pierre.
Yamze Pierre out of Alabama. We have Adam Trick from Texas Tech. We have Damon Wilson, the second out of Miami. And then we have Tatum
Tuioti.
Tuyati.
Yeah,
Tuyati. I think. Sorry, guys, if we're butchering names. We don't mean any disrespect behind it. I definitely should have looked at the pronunciation before this, but
It's all good.
And right off the bat, some of the names that kind of stand out to me, like Clev Lubin, he played great this year or last year. He's 6'3", 250. He had 8.5 sacks, 35 solos, 24 assisted tackles, 3 passes defended, and 3 forced fumbles. He really he made plays all over the field. He was able to just be able to wrap up and make the big hits. Caused the quarterback to lose the ball, which is what you look for in an edge rusher. You look for somebody that can disrupt the passing game and the running game, and he looked like he could do both. So I think that really shows like just how much of a game changer he could be in the NFL.
Yeah. A guy I like is I really like Damon Wilson. You know, he was at Missouri last year, and you know Missouri wasn't in the national spotlight, so I kind of feel like he got a little overlooked. But he's gonna be at Miami this year, and he's gonna be playing with the defensive tackles we were talking about in the last, Justin Scott and Ahmad Bowden. So
Yeah.
you know,
And for those who don't know, Damon Wilson, 6'4", 250. He had 9 sacks, 9 solo tackles, 14 assists, 2 passes defended, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 interception. So he can pass cover too.
Yeah, so you know, I do expect like I just think, you know, he's gonna have a very productive year when you're working with all that defensive line talent. So I think he's a guy who would really shoot at the boards, and obviously I think his physicals are like probably some of the best in the class.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, next, we're gonna go to linebacker.
All right.
All right. Number 1, we got Sammy Brown out of Clemson. We have Kingston Viliamu Asa out of Notre Dame. We have Cole Sullivan out of Oklahoma. We have Christian Alliegro out of Ohio State. We have Rasheem Biles from Texas. We have Chris Cole out of Georgia. Ben Roberts from Texas Tech. We have Whit Weeks from LSU. Kip Lewis from Oklahoma. And Xavier Atkins out of Auburn.
They're not gonna like that.
Yeah, no, that's a bad look. I just realized that says quarterback. It's not okay. But two guys to me really stand out. Cole Sullivan, he looked like he was making plays left and right when he was on the field. He's 6'3", 230. He had 2 sacks, 28 solos, 16 assists, 1 pass defended, and 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, and 3 interceptions. He showed ball skills, which is what you look for in a linebacker. You want to see somebody like high point the ball and go make a play, especially when the quarterback doesn't loft the ball as much as they should. You got to make them pay, and he seemed to be able to do that. And then another one, I really did like Ben Roberts out of Texas Tech. He's 6'3", 235. He didn't have any sacks, but he did have 44 solo tackles, 46 assisted tackles, 5 passes defended, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and 4 interceptions. He seemed really comfortable when dropping back. He looks like he can he can go and make a definitive tackle himself, and also shows that he can be cleanup crew when trying to bring down the ball carrier as well.
Sorry, who was the second guy you were talking about? I missed the name.
Ben Roberts from
Okay,
Texas Tech.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna say the same guy again. But one guy I want to talk about is Rasheem Biles. You know, if you just looking at the stat sheet, he had 4.5 sacks, 39 solo tackles, 61 assisted tackles, 4 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions. So he stuffed the stat sheet, and then when you watch the film, I think he's a pretty explosive player. He's very fun to watch, if you ask me. And yeah, I wanted to mention him to get into the transfer portal. Didn't work out that way, but very good player. Yeah.
Cool. All right, next, let's go to corners. Let's go to corners.
Gotcha. 1 second. All right.
So, number 1, we have Leonard Moore out of Notre Dame. Number 2, we have Ellis Robinson the 4th out of Georgia. We have Xavier Brown out of Alabama. We have Ashton Hampton out of Clemson. We have Kelly Jones from Mississippi State. We have Xavier Scott from Illinois. Jamari Sharp from IU. We have Jaden Bellamy from UCF. We have Bryce Pollock from Texas Tech. And then we have Eli Bowen from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, like there's a clear-cut guy, in my opinion, at the corner position in Leonard Moore. He's probably the best coverage corner in college football. But another name that really stands out to me would definitely be, you know, I said it before, but I'm really high on him, Kelly Jones. He's 6'4", 195, being a 6'4" corner, you know, and being able to be that, you know, sticky in coverage really is amazing. He had 20 solo tackles, 14 assists, 2 interceptions, 11 passes defended, and he just seemed to be able to make a play. Like I said earlier, I do want to see him get his head around more and go make a play on the ball. You know, he does get a little handsy at times and is unable to, you know, flip his head around, which caused him to get penalized. So once he cleans that up, I think he'll be a really great prospect. And then another one that I really liked is Bryce Pollock out of Texas Tech. He's 6 foot, 195. He had 30 solo tackles, 18 assists, and 5 interceptions with 7 passes defended. He looks like he can be a gamer in this draft class, and I think he can make a case for himself in being potentially a top 5 corner in this draft class.
Yeah. 2 guys I want to shout out are Xavier Scott and Jamari Sharp. I'll start with Xavier Scott. He was injured for most of last season, but in 2024, he was a very good defensive back for Illinois. That defense was pretty good, and I'm excited to see him back on the field, and hopefully he can return back to his 2024 form. And Jamari Sharp, obviously he had that game-winning interception in the Natty, but he was opposite of like D'Angelo Pons for most of the year, and I kind of want to see if he's the guy that will kind of take over that D'Angelo Pons role for Indiana. Because D'Angelo Pons is, like, you know, kind of like the most important player you could arguably the defense in Indiana. He kind of took away half the field. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with him this season.
No, definitely. Yeah, I think those are some really good guys that everybody should keep an eye out for, but we will definitely be keeping an eye out for them as well. And then last but not least, we got safety.
Go ahead.
Sorry for all you special teams guys. We didn't include kicker or long snapper or punter. So Anybody
And
that's
then that request, we will dedicate.
yes,
full
if we do get that request, we might be able to make that accommodation for you guys. So, all right, but on to safety. Number one, we have Tay Johnson. Number two, we have KJ Bolden from Georgia. Tay Johnson's from Notre Dame. We have Jelani McDonald from Texas. We got Bray Hubbard from Alabama. We have Tal Johnson from UCLA. We have Coy Parrish from Oregon. And we have Amari Farrell from IU. We have Peyton Bowen from Oklahoma. We have Bryce Thornton from Florida. And then we have Marcus Neal from Penn State. Right off the bat, we talked about him last week, but Coy Parrish really stands out. He shows an instinctual level of play. You see, he's just by the ball, and oftentimes he does get a little too aggressive in his play. He needs to break down better in his downhill tackling, but he does show that he can be a downhill tackler. And then another name that stands out to me is Amari Farrell from Indiana. He's 6'2", 200 pounds. He had 26 solo tackles, 22 assisted tackles, and 4 interceptions with 6 passes defended. So even when they try him, it seems like he's always making a play, and that's really something you want to see out of that.
Jackson kind of took my 2 favorites. So, yeah.
Oh, I guess another one that I also really do like, Tal Johnson. He was at Utah, transferred to UCLA. He's 6'2", 202 pounds. He had 27 solo tackles, 24 assisted tackles, 2 interceptions, and 4 passes defended. He's really good in the pass game. I do want to see him improve a little bit more in the run game. So if he can do that, I think he will take off in this draft class a little bit. Yeah, that is it today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the couple interruptions. In the recorded version, or in the YouTube version, this will be edited a little bit more. And we will see you guys next week when we do a breakdown, a 1-game breakdown on our top 10 for a certain position. We're gonna allow you guys to vote which position we should do, which position you want to see, and we will do a 1-game breakdown on that. So thank you guys again. We hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay safe this weekend, and can't wait to see you in the next video.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, once again, thank you guys for all you've been doing. Once again, thank you for the received comments about, the hot takes and all those good things. We really hope that you guys keep engaging like this. It builds the podcast. Most importantly, it builds our website. We love to hear you guys' takes. We love to hear what you guys' thoughts on certain things. But yeah, I had fun today. I'm pretty sure you guys had fun today.
Absolutely.
Let's just keep going. Next episode, you heard what we were doing, and yeah. See you guys next week, Tuesday, on time here.
On time. We will be on time. We had technical difficulties, but we will be on time. And stay tuned for more updates on the website as well.
Yes. All right, guys. See ya. And